Hey guys, Happy New Year. I'm so sorry for the lack of videos, but I love you guys so much and I appreciate all your love and support in 2018 and the previous years. But I've been so busy in MIA, I'm so sorry. I know I keep apologizing like in every single video, but when you're a mom of a young child, my daughter, she's now 3.5, she takes up a lot of my time. I can't really leave her unattended for a second. And even like to take pictures for Instagram or like try to get on my computer, like I can't do any of that when I have her with me because whatever I'm doing, she wants. If I'm on the computer, she wants the computer. If I'm playing with makeup, she wants the makeup. So it just makes it really hard to find time sometimes to film and edit videos. So I'm gonna try to be better in 2019, but I'm also pregnant, so that's been consuming some of my time, working on my fitness, just household chores and all of that. It just takes up most of my time. And I'm gonna try really hard to post more videos, especially at the beginning of the year before I have this baby. Once I have this baby, I feel like my videos might have to take a turn. Like I might have to do more lifestyle type videos and less makeup. But I will always love makeup. I don't know, we'll see when that time comes. But then I'm gonna be managing 2 kids. So it might be even more difficult at that point. But I'm sorry for the rambling. I just wanted to wish you guys a Happy New Year. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. I'm glad it's over. I had a really good time, but it's just very stressful for me. I don't like the crowds and the traffic and all of that. It just stresses me out. So I'm just glad it's over with. But it was good, it was good. So in today's video, I'm gonna do a mega foundation declutter. I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time. I've been accumulating so many foundations and I knew that I wanted to get rid of certain ones at some point, but I kept them just for the sake of filming this video. I really wanted to film this video for some reason. I just enjoy doing these declutters and you seem to enjoy them as well. So I have a lot of foundations. Let's go ahead and jump in to the declutter video. Today, to get the new year started, I thought I would do some decluttering. I need to really go through my collection again and declutter. I'm getting very overwhelmed. So I have 2 drawers here that consist of powders and foundations. I put like all the glass foundations in this drawer and it's just like a hot mess. And then up here I have my powders and then like my squeeze tube foundations. I'm gonna start with the bottom drawer first because I have more in this drawer than I do on the upper drawer. So this is by Beauty For Real. It's a MVP Perfect and Protect Tinted Moisturizer and Concealer. The concealer's at the top. I don't like the consistency too much and the product was okay. I just don't use tinted moisturizers that often. I like them to have decent coverage. This one has light coverage. It has an SPF of 25, but I just never use this and I just don't foresee myself pulling it out again. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Foundation. I used to love this stuff, but this is so old and I just feel like I need to get rid of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that away. So one of my favorite foundations is the Fiona Styles Matte Finish Foundation. I also like the more dewy one, which I have in this drawer as well. I'm gonna keep all the ones that I have. I have different shades, I believe, and the different finishes, but I really like these, so I'm gonna keep them. I have 2 of the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Foundation. I have 2 shades here. I'm going to keep both of them. This one suits me a little better because it's more yellow toned, and then this one's a little bit too pink, but I can mix them together because sometimes this one's too dark for me. So I have Nude and Porcelain are the shades, but I'm gonna keep both of these. I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I love this. This is one of my favorite foundations. I just really like the way that it sits on my skin, so I'm gonna keep both of these. Oh, I have a backup of the Fiona Styles foundation because I really, really love this, and when they discontinued selling it at Ulta, I bought a backup. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. It's from Flower Beauty. It was their, I don't know what foundation this is called, but it's like a dewy foundation that they used to sell, but I think they replaced it with the Light Illusion, and I do like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along. Foundation that I bought a long time ago, and I really didn't like the way it sat on my skin, is the EX1 Invisiwear foundation. I have 2 shades here. A lot of people raved about this back in the day, and I bought them, and I just didn't love them. And I never reached for them because I didn't like the way they sat on my skin. And now it has like really gross, I mean like separate, I've never seen a foundation separate this bad. So I'm going to throw these out. So I have the new Maybelline Superstay foundations. I bought these last year and I need to play with them a little bit more. It does have really good coverage, but I really have to hydrate my skin because it is a matte finish, but I am gonna keep these for now. I picked these up last year. This is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. They like redid this or revamped it, or it's just a new formula. I'm not even really sure. But the packaging was different than their prior one. I think their prior one was called something else. Now it's called the Dream Satin Liquid. Anyways, I actually really like this formula. It's just the color selection kind of stinks. So I have to mix 2 shades together. So I'm gonna keep both of these. So I'm gonna get rid of this foundation. It's the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. I've had this for so many years. It's so old. It has really good coverage and I used to love this, but I haven't used it in years and it's just old and I need to toss it. But I used to like it for my oily skin, but now I'm more on the normal to drier side. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out. The product I'm gonna throw out are the Hard Candy Glamouflage Mix-In Pigment Drops. I just never really use these and they look like they're separating really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss these. Here's another Better Skin that I need to toss because it's super old. So I really used to love this Rimmel foundation. It's the Lasting Finish 25-hour wear comfort serum. I used to really like this a lot. Probably used about half of this. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it. It's just old now and the color is not the best for me. I need something a little bit more yellow. So I'm gonna throw this out. So here's the Fiona Styles Luminous Finish Foundation. I really like this as well, so I'm going to keep it. I really like the Marc Jacobs, what do they call this? The Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation is one of my favorites. It's full coverage, but I really like the way it sits on my skin. I feel like it's separating a little bit. I'm gonna have to mix it up and test it out a little bit to see if it's still good, but if it's not, I'll have to throw it out. So these are the Sephora Infusion Drops Foundation. I didn't really love this, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. I have 3 shades. When they came out with more shades in the lighter category, I picked up 2 more. So I have 02, 00B, and 00. The 02 is better for me because it's more yellow, but I need to mix in the lighter shades to make it a little bit lighter for my skin. So I used to hate this foundation when my skin was oily, but now that my skin is normal to dry, it just works so much better for me. It lasts much longer. So I really like this foundation and I'm going to keep all of these. I really like this Tarte foundation. It's the Empowered Hybrid Gel Foundation. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. Yeah, I really like this foundation a lot. It still smells okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Oh, I have another one of the Milani ones. This one's in 01. Actually, I think this was one of the original shades, 01, but it's a little bit too dark for me, so I have to mix it with one of those lighter ones. So this is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Foundation. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm just not crazy about this foundation anymore. I used to love it when it first came out, but I don't love it anymore, and this one's really old, so I need to throw it away. This is the Gorgeous Cosmetics Base Perfect Liquid Foundation. They did send this to me, I think it was it last year? And I did remember liking it. It's a little bit dark for me, but I haven't played with it a whole lot, so I need to play with that some more. I'm gonna get rid of both of these MakeupNme foundations. This one's the TLC and this one's the Clear Complexion. The TLC, I think I did like that a little bit, but not enough to keep it, and I'm just gonna get rid of both of these because they're old. So this one here is the MAC Studio Water Weight SPF 30 foundation. I don't remember how I felt about this. I don't think I loved it because I just never reached for it ever, and the color is just not right for me. NC20 is what I have. It's too pink. I need something more yellow, and I don't know, I just never pull this out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it along. So I have 2 here from Makeup Forever. My friend actually gave these to me. These are the Water Blend foundations. These are very, very light coverage. Sometimes I like that if I'm just gonna use like a powder foundation or just a powder over it with concealer. So I have 2 shades here. I'm gonna get rid of Y215 because it's just way too light, and I'm gonna keep Y225 for now. we'll see. I'll have to pull this out and play with it. I know it's just not very much coverage at all, so I feel like it's almost pointless, but lately I've been liking to wear more powder foundations or just even concealer and then put powder over my face, and I really like the way that it's been looking, so I might try this particular foundation with that method. This foundation is from OFRA Cosmetics. It's their Absolute Cover Silk Peptide Foundation. Mine's pretty old. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this. I thought it was okay, didn't love it, so I'm just gonna pass it. No, I'm gonna toss it. I'm gonna toss it because it's old. This one is by Sephora. I used to love this. I've gone through a bottle of it like years ago, and I think it was a darker shade than this one. This one's number 12. I think I need number 15. I think this one's just a little bit too light for me, and I just never pull this one out anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. All right, so these are from Japanesque. I actually really like this foundation. I haven't pulled it out. As you can see, it was way in the back, so I just need to like get rid of these and then start using ones that I haven't used in a while. But I have shade 1, and then 2 of the shade 4s. I think one of these is brand new. I've never opened it, used it before, because I think I got it when it was on sale. So anyway, I gotta mix the lighter one with the darker one because the darker one's a little too dark for me. But I really like this foundation, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. It's the Luminous foundation, so I'm gonna keep all of these. So this one is from Becca. It's the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I just opened it and smelled it, and it smells terrible, so I need to throw this one away. I think I used to like this, but I haven't used it in so long, and it smells like it went bad because I've had it so long, so I'm gonna throw that out. Then I have 2 here from Lancome. It's the Tint Idol Ultra 24-Hour Foundation. So I had this one already, which is number 210 Buff, and then I was sent this one from Influencer a while back. It was number 160. It's way too light. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. It's too light and too pink. So I do like this foundation. I haven't used it in a really long time. I should see if this one still smells good. This color is not the best. It's a little bit more neutral. I need something a little bit more yellow. It still smells good, so I'm gonna keep that one. I do really like the way this one sits on my skin, and it has good coverage. So I'm actually gonna give this one away. Because of the color being so neutral on me, I just think it's better if I give it away. It's not the right undertone for me, so. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I used to like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and give this away. It's old, I smelled it. It still smells like it's fine. It smells like paint, which I'm not crazy about the foundations that smell like paint. I feel like a lot of them these days especially smell like paint, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass that one along. I have this one from Urban Decay. It's the All Nighter Foundation. I haven't used this in a long time. Oh, let's see if I think it's clogged. Oh, it seems like it's clogged. It's not coming up. This color, let's see. Yeah, that color's good. And it smells fine. This one's obviously newer than the Naked Skin. I'm gonna keep this one for now. So I have these 2 here from Neutrogena. It's the Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint Foundation. I'm gonna keep these for now. The color selection's not really the greatest. Like this one's too light and too pink. This one's too neutral, but what I did was mix them together, and it has like a big doe foot. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep these. And I'm gonna keep both of these LA Girl Pro Coverage HD concealers, foundations. This one's a lightener, and then this one's too dark, so that's why I bought the lightener to mix them. I don't even know if I've used this foundation. I really need to pull it out and play with it because I haven't used this one. I think I've mixed the white one with other foundations, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep these. All right, so I have 2 here of the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I do like this foundation, I just don't like that it's fragranced. I have 2 shades here, I'm just gonna keep one. This one's too dark, but I can mix that LA Girl lightener in with it. This is number 725. I'm gonna get rid of 710. That one's too pink for me. And I have these ones right here from Maybelline. This is the Matte and Poreless, which I really like. And then this is the Dewy and Smooth. The Dewy and Smooth is too dark, but I can mix a lightener with it. Let me smell it because I've had it for a while. It smells fine. So I'm gonna keep that one. I just have to lighten it up. And then I'm gonna keep both of these. This one's more yellow, which I like, but it's a little bit light, so I have to mix a hair of the other one in. So I'm gonna keep both of those because I really like the matte and poreless. I feel like it has a really nice finish on my skin. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I don't remember loving this, you guys. I know a lot of people like it. I just don't like the way it smells. And I don't remember loving this, but I do want to give it another shot. The only thing is the color selection. Of course, drugstore, always have a difficult time finding my right color. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one and keep these two. So this is light warm and this is light medium warm. And then I'm gonna get rid of light neutral. And I have these samples of the Clinique Super Balanced Makeup Foundation, which I really like the finish of this. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these just because I have full size and I just never reach for samples. So here are the full sizes of the Clinique Super Balanced Silk Makeup Foundation. I have two shades. I have number 07 Silk Sahara and number 5 Silk Ivory. Silk Ivory is too pink and Sahara is too dark, but this one's more yellow, which is better for my skin tone. So I just mix the two together. So I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna get rid of the Anastasia Stick Foundation. I have Warm Ivory. I just never use this. I just feel like, I don't know, stick foundations don't work the best for my skin. They just look cakey and drying. I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. This one I didn't mind. This one's from Flower Beauty, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't really pull it out anymore. And this is the Stick Cognito Foundation. Is this old? I think this is old. I think they have a new stick foundation that's in a different packaging from Flower Beauty, but I'm gonna get rid of both of these. Both of these from Lorac. This is the Sheer Perfection Foundation. This is the Natural Performance Foundation. Yeah, I like both of these. I'm gonna keep them. This is a newer foundation that I had purchased, gosh, maybe mid last year. I really need to play with them some more. So it's the Tarte Double Duty, and no, it's the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating and the Matte Foundation. So I'm gonna keep both of these for now. And I'm gonna keep this one here by Clinique. It's the Beyond Perfect Foundation. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin. I've always had mixed feelings about this. It's like, there was a period of time that I did not like this, and then there was a period of time where I did like it a little bit. So, I don't know, I feel like I want to try it again to see if I can use it up, because I don't think I have a whole lot left. I really try to use it a lot, but yeah, I'm gonna keep this for now. This is the Sonia Kashuk foundation that they no longer sell. It's the Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. I really like this. I'm sad that they don't carry it anymore. It's kind of light though. You know what, I'm gonna give that one away because that one is just too light for me. It's way too light. So this is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I'm gonna keep this for now. I have LW2. I didn't love this, but I didn't hate it either. I need to try it a little bit more and see if I wanna keep it. This one I need to play with some more as well. This one is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Foundation. I think I'm going to keep this one only because I definitely don't need two. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one's a little bit more pink, it's ivory, and I'm gonna keep True Ivory, which is 03. It looks a little bit more yellow. I'm gonna keep the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Foundation. Let me smell it though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. I do like this foundation. So I'm gonna get rid of the L'Oreal Lumi Foundation in W12, and I'm gonna keep the Shea Moisture Weightless Shea Serum Foundation. I really love this foundation. The color's just not right for me, so I have to mix it with the lighter one. And I don't know how I feel about this. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. I'm going to keep it for now and see if I wanna keep it. I'm gonna use it a couple times and see how I feel about it. If I don't like it, I'm going to pass it along. I have a little sample of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I don't even know if I've tried this, so I need to play with it. This is like the newer one that they came out with. I know I don't like the original, like when they came out with it a long time ago. That one I did not like the way it sat on my skin. It just emphasized pores and everything. This is the newer one, and I don't know if I've tried that. Put all the foundations that I'm keeping back in my drawer. See, I have some collab makeup foundations that I really like. This one is the Bright Spark. It's the more like dewy one. I really like these. I have several foundations that I use consistently on my vanity. I will actually show you that. So I'll show you those separately, but I'm gonna keep this because I really like it. This is the Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid Foundation. This is kind of old. It smells, yeah, it smells like it went bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. It smells funky, so that one's going in the trash. So let's go ahead and move on to the second drawer of foundations. Oh my gosh, I need to go through my powders. Today I'm not going through my powders. That's for another day. So we're gonna go through these foundations right over here. So these are the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible foundations. I love these. They came out with some more lighter shades. Like this one is 099. This one's more yellow and it just suits my skin tone, but it's a little light. So I'm keeping that one. And I think I'm going to, let me see. Some of these colors are just kind of weird. Okay, that one is 102. Whoa. That one is 103. And then this one is 101. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of, let me see, this one's 099. See, this one's more yellow, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Yeah, I like that one. So I'm gonna keep 099. I'm gonna get rid of 101 and 102 because the colors are not great for me, and I'm gonna keep 103. So I'm gonna keep these two and get rid of these two. So this is the Peach Perfect foundation from Too Faced. I haven't pulled this out in so long. I need to pull this out. I did like it, so I'm gonna keep this one for now. I have these two by L'Oreal Infallible. Like I said, the colors are just off, but I love this foundation so much. Like that one's too neutral and this one looks too pink. I think what I did is just mix the two together, but you see how those colors look? Like they're just not my colors. I just hate that. I think I'm just gonna keep them for now and mix them together. That's what I used to do. I haven't pulled them out in such a long time, but I really like the formula of that. So I'm gonna keep these for now. I'm gonna get rid of this. It's the Insta Flawless Perfecting Radiant Skin Tint by Rimmel. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't want it. I do not like this. It's the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint. I never got around to returning this and I don't like it. So I'm gonna get rid of that. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. This smells funky. So I'm gonna get rid of this. This is unbelievably old. I'm gonna toss this. It's the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus Foundation. The color is not even a good match for me. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna throw it away. I'm going to get rid of the Maybelline Dream Pure BB. I never use this. It's old. I'm going to throw that away. Oh, I have another L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I think this is one of the newer shades. Yeah, this is number 101.5. So I'm gonna keep that one. Color's not quite yellow enough, but I think I've mixed some of them together. So, And I even like to mix this one with the Pro Glow, so because the Pro Glow is not the right color at all. I'm gonna get rid of the Infallible Total Coverage Foundation. I don't love this. I'm gonna get rid of the Ready Set Gorgeous, which I used to love, but it's old now, so I'm going to toss that. I do like this. It's the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Foundation. I just wish this color was a little better for me, but I do like this foundation. I'm gonna keep it. I do like the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation, but because this is more natural ingredients, it might have gone bad. Yeah, it definitely smells like it's gone bad, so I'm going to throw that one in the trash. This used to be one of my favorite foundations of all time. I haven't used it in years. These are super old. I'm going to throw these in the trash. It is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. And I haven't used these in so long, I don't know if I would still love them, but I used to love it. And these are just super old. This is the Becca Matte Skin Shine Proof Foundation. I'm gonna get rid of this. I haven't used it in a long time. It's probably old and bad. This is the Laura Mercier Skin Cream Oil Free Foundation. Let me see. I'm gonna keep this one for now. This one seems to be still good. Oh, and this is the little sample of the Flawless Fusion by Laura Mercier. I really wanna try this, so I'm going to keep this sample. I'm going to get rid of the Flower Beauty BB Cream. This has good coverage, but I don't like the way it sits on my skin, and I'm going to get rid of it. And these are the Clean Matte BB Creams from CoverGirl. I used to really love these, but I never use them anymore, so I'm going to get rid of them. Now, this drawer has more space for powders, which my powder collection is getting a little excessive. And I don't know how many of these I would get rid of because I do like a lot of them. Oh, you know what? This is a cushion foundation that I got. It's a Korean brand. Let me see, is it? Yeah. How do I open this thing? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get rid of this. It's way too light for me. So that's another foundation that I'm getting rid of. It's the Be My Cushion by Yada. So these foundations up here are the ones I use like pretty regularly. So I have this one here by the Beauty Blender. It's the Bounce Foundation. I really like this a lot, so I keep this one on my vanity. I have the ColourPop No Filter Foundation, which I really like. Cover FX Power Play. I haven't been using it, but I need to play with it, so that's why I have it up here. And then I have these three collab makeup foundations that I really like. So this is the Bright Spark that I had in the drawer down there, but I have two different shades, which is why there's so many. And then this is the matte one. So I like both the Spark and then the matte finish one. So the matte finish one, I also have two shades because I had one shade initially, and then I think they came out with more shades. So I ended up picking up a couple other colors to see if it was a better match. And I have the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation, which I really like. I have this one here by Burt's Bees. I know a lot of people don't like this foundation. I personally like this foundation a lot. And as you can see, I use it quite a bit, but I have to mix two shades together because the color selection is not the best. So that's what I'm using up here. I have these two Bare Mineral Bare Pro foundations. I really love this foundation a lot. This one I bought first. It's light natural. I have used about almost half, not quite. And then this one I picked up. It's newer, it's Golden Ivory. This one suits my skin better because it's a little bit more yellow. I love this foundation. And then I have the L'Oreal Longwear Shape Stick Foundation, which is newer. And I do like this foundation for a stick foundation. Most stick foundations, I don't like the way they sit on my skin. I do like this one so far. One here is darker because I use it as, oh, this one here. This one I use more as the contour. But then these other two I kind of mix together on my face. I put the lighter one on the center of my face and then this one more on the outer perimeter. So I have this up here because I need to use it more, but I do remember really liking it, so I just need to play with that more. I just bought this foundation from Ulta. It's the Infallible 20 Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Haven't used this yet because the color I got's a little too dark, so I think I need to exchange it for a lighter shade. I have some more here. So this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Defined. Not sure how I feel about this yet. I need to play with it some more. Had to buy 2 shades because I bought them online and didn't know which shade is best for me. One's a little too dark. One's a little light, I think. This is the Kiko Milano Full Coverage 2-in-1 foundation. I do like it. I don't love it. That's why I have it out, because I want to play with it some more. Okay, so I found some more foundations in another drawer. I know this is kind of ridiculous. Through this whole process, it makes you realize how much money you waste on product. So I've been trying to be better about not buying every single foundation that comes out because it gets a little excessive. So I have the Hard Candy Glamouflage. I think they repackaged it. I'm not sure if they reformulated it. I did a video recently. I haven't posted it yet, but this is one I'm getting rid of. I do not like it at all. It's just very cakey and thick and drying on my skin. This one's new. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. I just recently bought this on Black Friday or Cyber Monday when it was on sale, and I'm testing that out. Then I have these 2 Hard Candy foundations. It's the Look Pro Bare It All Foundation and Concealer Stick. I haven't used these enough to say whether I like them or not. And then I have 2 of the Kokie Cosmetics foundations. I had purchased one online when they had a sale and it was the wrong color. So I emailed them, and instead of having me send it back, they actually just shipped me a different shade, which is more yellow, but it's too dark. So I kind of have to mix the 2 together. Still not sure if I love this foundation. I liked it, but I don't love it. And then I have the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation, which I like the way it goes on initially and it blends out nicely, but it's just not the longest lasting. I should try it now though that it's winter time, because it might last better now. And then I have this stick foundation from Flesh Beauty. It's the Firm Flesh Thick Stick Foundation. And I do remember liking this actually. I meant to review it and I just never did. I still have it in the packaging. So this is what it looks like. So yeah, maybe I'll do a video on Flesh Beauty, because I meant to. I have a bunch of the highlighters and a blush from them in this foundation, but I just never got around to doing a review. Since filming the first set of clips, I actually went to Walmart and found the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation that I said I needed another shade of. So I picked up Linen, which is this one over here. It's a nice yellow undertone, but it's not as dark. I did end up using this one, and I'm probably going to keep both because I had been wearing this one all week and I actually really like this foundation, but the color was just too dark, so I had to lighten it with my concealer. But now that I have 2 shades, I will keep one for the summer and then this one for now for the winter months. So I really like this foundation. It's good. So now I have 2. All right guys, so these are my foundations reorganized. I set them up this time instead of laying them down, otherwise they're going to be overlapping. And I've had them standing up like this before, and then I ended up laying them down. I'm always switching things around, but I'm filming this now on my iPhone, so I do apologize if I'm a little bit shaky, and I am sick as well, so probably hear it in my voice. But I went back through all of the foundations I already decluttered since I've had a few days to think about some of them, and I actually decluttered more. So I put all my foundations in here now. The ones that were on my vanity, I actually moved them in here just so I could see them all at a glance. So these are all the ones that I have. I'm going to go ahead and count these up, but I'm going to show you what I decluttered. I ended up decluttering these. So I was going to keep this. This is the Lorac Natural Performance Foundation. This is, I've had it for a long time. It still smells fine, but I swatched it and the color's too pink, so I'm going to get rid of that. I had 2 of the Clinique Super Balance Silk Makeup. I had to mix the 2 shades together, but I don't want to have to do that with every foundation. So I'm just going to mix the darker one that's more yellow, more my skin tone, with a foundation whitener. So I'm going to get rid of this one because it's super, super pink. And I'm going to get rid of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I like it, but it's too pink. It doesn't look like it on camera, but it really is. I swatched all of these, and I was like, you know, I don't want to keep all the ones that are just not the right color. And I'm just decided to get rid of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I know a lot of people love this, but I don't recall loving it, and I don't think I'm going to pull it out, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And I got rid of 2 more. So I had 4 of these that I kept, the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundations. I swatched each color and decided to get rid of these 2 because they're too pink. This one's too dark. a little bit too pink, and then this one is definitely too pink, so I'm getting rid of those, and I kept my other two. This I was mixing with the darker shade Dream Satin Liquid by Maybelline. This is way too pink. It's really hard to tell because I'm on a pink rug and I have a mess in this room, but it's super, super, super pink. So I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm just gonna mix the darker yellow toned one with my foundation mixer. And again, I mentioned this in a video, I haven't posted it yet, but it's the Hard Candy Glamouflage. I just don't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and count up all of my foundations. There's a lot, I know. I counted 74 foundations that I'm keeping. It's still an excessive number, it's ridiculous. But I feel like over time, I'm going to declutter more. I just want to give a few of them a try, like the Hard Candy one there. I need to try that some more. This Makeup Revolution, the Jouer one, and there's just some other ones. Like I want to use the Smashbox one up because I think it's like half gone. So yeah, those are the ones I'm keeping, and let's go ahead and count the ones I'm getting rid of. All right, so I'm getting rid of 56 full-size foundations, and then I'm getting rid of these 3 samples from Clinique, and then I actually have 57. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi cushion. It was in my powder drawer. I remembered that I had this, and I just never grabbed for this. I did like it, but the color is a little too dark, so I'm going to get rid of that one. That makes 57. I think that's pretty good. Almost, not quite equal half, but close. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know which declutter video you want next.